Now, you were also speaking at the beginning of the episode about, well, you used to have a very powerful presence on social media, Mr. President, on Twitter, and you were saying that Richard has some strong Twitter hands also. Would you like to discuss that?
Well, Richard is reminds me of myself on Twitter in his own way, because there's these very positive tweets and he shares art and his friends making music, and that's very nice. A little weak, but it's nice. And then if somebody crosses Richard Marx, and this is what I like about him, to be honest, you would think I respect it. I shouldn't say I like it, but I respect it. Is when somebody comes at him in his mentions, he's not afraid to take a Twitter acoustic guitar and slam it over their Twitter head. And you can sort of not agree with somebody's politics or their opinion, but you can respect the way they go about their business. And people sort of think, oh, it's the same thing with me. We're both sort of 80s hair icons, okay? And then people think, oh, because you have very powerful, beautiful hair, I'm going to come at you. And Richard Marx lays the smack down. He says, no, 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 you're not going to do this. Not here, not now, not ever. So even though I don't agree with his politics, I think he represents, as my African Americans would say, he represents very well on Twitter.
Richard, how would you look at yourself on Twitter? Do you see yourself compared to Donald Trump with your strong Twitter hands?
Oh boy, it's like looking in a mirror, except only one of us is left. Yeah, I think aside from the lying and the racism and the horrible misogyny, bigotry, and just overall awfulness, it's the same thing.
So you're saying you have room for improvement, and that's great self-reflection. That's why we like you, because there's a real growth process. You're always willing to improve. And you know what? I have a great respect for you, Richard Marx. Great respect.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Although really, I think one of the great things you pulled off, I think having a Cuban wife and having the last name Marx is like one of the most amazing things. That's the most powerful thing I've ever seen.
I never thought about it that way. You're absolutely right.